this episode, from possession by kung fu spirits to martial mind control, Chris Crudelli gets in the supernatural firing line of the most dangerous martial artists alive today. Expert in full-on combat and harnessing mystical energies, Crudelli takes us on an extraordinary trip inside the secrets of the master. In Taiwan, you may occasionally see a troop of lads like these getting into a right state during temple festivals.
They're allowing spirits to come into their body and they're going to act very oddly. In all the time I've been in the Far East, I've only ever seen this once. It's a spiritual possession.
Bad Zhazhang is a cleansing ritual that involves the boys being possessed by powerful warrior spirits who scare off unwanted demons with their horn section and aggressive demeanor. They give the place a psychic steam clean. It may look like theatrics to the Western eye, but no one here doubts the gods are visiting today. But events at this temple just scratch the surface of the powerful and dangerous cross-currents that exist between the living and the dead. There is a hidden tradition in China of inviting the spirits of dead warriors into a fighter's body to gain supernatural protection and even perform special fighting skills. If at all of a Taoist sect that practices a mystical system called Shun Gong, literally god cultivation. Devotees are not martial artists themselves, but the gods that take possession of their bodies often are. There's a pool of gods on standby, awaiting the call, and each god has his own unique skills to offer to the devotee he takes possession of. All the gods seem to relish a bit of glass chewing. But the extremity of today's performance has attracted one god whose speciality is kung fu. These kinds of stunts are more famously performed by martial artists using qigong, a method of manipulating the energy of the universe. Qigong is also pretty inexplicable, but at least it doesn't involve the undead. Sifu Cho, however, has no... For most of us, self-defense is unlikely to involve the gods, but that other way of generating superhuman power may be more achievable: qigong. On the Great Wall of China, Master Zhu Minde showed Chris a secret qi-powered punch that blew him away.
Ah, yes. Yes.
Makes you strong and quick.
On the surface, Japanese martial artists steer clear of the supernatural. They like to stick to the rules. And it's the katas, the set forms, that underpin their martial arts. Locked into these ritualized movements are the secrets of Okinawan karate, now rarely practiced but regarded with awe in the martial arts world.
This is Master Ishiro's own style of Okinawan karate. That's the old style, the hard style. So it's all about the kill. Nice kidney shot there, that hurt. All of his sparring takes place in under 10 seconds. So it's all about the real fight. There he is, he's standing there, he's got his posture, whacked him, punched him straight in the throat and dropped him on the floor. He's pulling his punches, obviously. Otherwise these boys wouldn't last very long.
This is not the sports karate you've seen on Grandstand. This is one of the oldest fighting systems in Japan. It uses ki, Japan's version of chi, to add force to its strikes. And it's so powerful that until recently, if you practiced it, you had to be licensed with the police.
There's a difference between power that comes from sport and exercise and genuine power that comes from old traditional martial arts. And this guy's got it. He's got the old stuff. His thing is all about eyes.
It's amazing. That is amazing. As I came in, as I moved in, my foot just automatically stopped itself. For some reason, something he does makes me want to stop. They're really old. Moving. But I'm sensing danger big time. He just leans up. can't do anything. I know how to punch and kick, you know, I've been doing it for years. But when he does that thing, it's like a huge confusion wave just comes over you. You don't quite know what to do. You're standing there, and it's not about you and me. It's about me, yeah, and you're going down, yeah, and I move and I tell you you're going down. With my mind, as far as I'm concerned, you're finished, yeah. And you'll pick that up, you'll sense that, and you'll be like, oh, okay, see ya, I don't want to fight with you. See ya.
There'll be more from Master Ushiro later. In the Philippines, the supernatural and the mundane share the same street corners. And a fighter from these tough neighborhoods finds inspiration in something greater than just his own skill. Daniel Feronda is an expert in Pakiti Tercia Kali, the Filipino fighting system that reveres the blade. Even as an undefeated Kali champion, he trusts his life to the supernatural powers of amulets.
So these are the real amulets then?
These are the real amulets.
What would you use them for?
Okay, like this one. This one is used for fighting. Whenever you pray, you have to put this in the middle of your palm, and then always put this inside your pocket every time, so that the amulet will work. When you buy it, it does nothing. You have to do a little cleansing with it first. You have to pray a lot, probably about 3 days, before the amulet is actually be a part of you.
Amulets aren't just for fighting. Almost all of human experience can be modified with one of the trinkets from these stalls.
Okay, if you see this one, this is used for people who wanted to take your position. This is more like for envy. If you're a world champion, for example, somebody wants to take your title of you, they have to use this against you. But you should have your own amulet also to counter that. Okay, like for example, what I have right now here is a real stone. The only difference is this stone is from nature. This one is man-made. It is believed that the rocks that came from the mountains are the ones that are really given by God. Each time I fight in a tournament, I never lose. Not a single match.
Because of that?
Because of this. No one is allowed to touch this except me.
Why?
I bless this for over a week. I cleanse this, I pray with it, and I mean long hours of praying. If somebody else touches this, I have to cleanse it once again.
They insert the amulets into their body.
They're placed in the body adds extra significance.
Ito namang haring bakal ay siyang nakabaon sa akin dito sa may.
Haring Bakal isn't just for the desperate and the poor. The group has many followers from the police force and the army. There are 2 guys from the military here today, keen to build up their arsenal of internal amulets. Martial art could be said to transcend the merely physical. Okinawan karate would be it. But it's fearsome.
BI Academy in the States, and he's also taught the Spetsnaz, the Russian Special Forces.
So simple and effective.
You can see very easily, like, little people can batter big people quite easily just by...
Okinawan karate is one of the seeds of Japanese martial arts, and the system has results which, if they ain't supernatural, they're at least pretty spooky.